Good afternoon, Whalers Nation, and welcome to the Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV's presentation of Nantucket Whalers Athletics. We are coming to you live from Falmouth, Massachusetts. It's the turf field right here at the high school as your Nantucket Whalers will be taking on the Falmouth Clippers in a huge Cape and Islands League matchup. I am Chris Morris, your voice of Whaler sports here on the NSC and NCTV. Proud to be joined by a great crew, including Weston Scott, DC Collins up top above us here. They'll be your eyes on the field. And, of course, we've got our Whalers wizard, the maestro of machines, the digital director, NCTV station manager, Charles Douglas, making us look cool and making sure everything works perfectly. The Whalers are 3-0 for the first time in 8 years and have absolutely dominated their opponents, outscoring Cardinal Spellman, Carver, and most recently Blackstone Valley by a combined score of 125-14. Falmouth comes in 0-3 on the season after 49-14 loss to Medway Friday, September 26th. But league play is upon us, so throw away the records. It's all set up. We've got a great game coming up for you here. But before we get to our pregame analysis, I'd like to thank our founding sponsor and business supporters. This broadcast would not be possible without the continued efforts of the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation. They've made the children of Nantucket a priority of their philanthropic efforts and have continued those efforts with their support of our live broadcasts. The Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, proud supporters of Whalers Athletics.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs.
Underwriting support for this Whalers football broadcast on the NSC provided in part by Nantucket Bank and Rockland Trust, providing financial education and resources to local communities for over a century. Rockland Trust Bank, where each relationship matters.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
Want to welcome you back to Falmouth, Massachusetts as we get you all set up for the Nantucket Whalers taking on the Falmouth Clippers here in Falmouth. Nantucket football has had a long-standing tradition of success, but it has been 8 years since we have seen a start to the season like this, and it has been the most dominant as far as a lopsided score differential and beyond that. So head coach Reese Everett, in his second full year at the helm, has changed the culture here of Whalers football. And after his victory last year's Island Cup at Fenway, we all remember that incredible moment. That momentum has carried over, and the Whalers have been absolutely firing on all cylinders here to begin the 2025 season. Defensively, it has been the biggest improvement. They are attacking the ball. They have owned the line of scrimmage, and they have playmakers abound as they have turned turnovers into points with 3 touchdowns scored by that defensive unit already. Special teams have also played a key role in their success here early on, converting 16 of 17 point-after touchdowns. They've also not allowed a big return of either a punt or a kickoff. They've mixed in some pooch punts with regular punts. They've flipped the field to get their defense set up and have also given their offense great field position as well. The offense, however, has been the game changer. It has played extremely well under sophomore quarterback Burke Lombardi. He is playing beyond his years, coming off a career day as a Whaler, tossing 3 touchdowns in the beatdown of Blackstone Valley, earning him Cape Cod Times Player of the Week for this week. Fantastic. Congratulations to him. Running back David Gillen Tavares leads the league in points as he has found the end zone 7 times already. And at 210 pounds, he can pound it between the tackles as well as get outside and bust loose. And speaking of busting loose, Aaron Hanlon continues to be impressive. He had multiple chunk runs against Blackstone, and he set up a couple of scores. And he is just a bona fide threat anytime he touches the ball. Again, the Lombardi and the offensive unit have spread the wealth around. They have also protected the ball, just turning the ball over 3 times in 3 games. They will obviously face a much tougher test, a stiff test indeed here in Falmouth, despite coming in with a losing record. And, of course, Falmouth has owned the Whalers here in the last couple meetings. Last year's game, a tighter affair, 14-10 at Vito Capizzo Stadium. In 2022, it was a 40-0 drubbing right here at the Falmouth Fields. But this year's squad has shown that they have the skill players to do something special, as Nantucket has yet to join in on the playoff fun that some of the other Nantucket teams have enjoyed. And again, this is a new tournament format here in the past few years, so looking to change things up here. Certainly Nantucket comes in. They actually drop back down to 13, which is certainly above that number 16, but a win here today would go a long way to cementing a tournament berth. And when you enter that tournament, you never know what can happen. Lots of winners on that Whalers roster, whether in lacrosse or hockey. This class of seniors has won at the absolute highest level, and they know that it's beyond just the physical. It's also that mental fortitude that it takes to run the tables. And we were able to catch up with head coach Reese Everett. So for some more insight on the Whalers' early season success, let's have a look at our Coach's Corner, a nice little chat with head coach Reese Everett.
Whalers Nation, want to welcome you to the NSC and NCTV's Coach's Corner. Happy to be hanging out with head coach Reese Everett. Thanks for joining us here and taking some time before we get ready to spoil Falmouth's homecoming here on Friday. Coach, you've started the season 3-0 for the first time since 2017. Special team, I think, in my opinion, from what we've seen. And you've kind of used a word when I've asked you, what do you guys need to do tonight? Or how did your team play? Dominant has been that word. What's been the biggest difference between last year's team and this year's team?
I think the biggest difference with the team that I have right now and the team that I had last year is just everyone that I have in my group, they're buying into the standard that I'm trying to bring to this program. So, it kind of took a while for my seniors last year because, they did go through 3 head coaches in their 4-year span. Yeah. And now, I have a group that they heard me, they understood me for a whole year, and now coming back this year, they understood from day one. So there was no surprises for them. They know I'm strictly business, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and it seems like it started from last summer even.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? They got in those extra reps, and you guys have some championship pedigree, obviously, with the kids from lacrosse teams and other successes. And it seems like that is almost translating in the locker room. They know that they need those extra efforts and that extra time and practice. And again, a testament to you and your staff.
Absolutely.
Really, you guys have led them in the right direction. But time to get serious here. Time for league games. And what do you think those extra efforts? What are you instilling to make sure they're ready for the sort of next level of competition?
We're the basic things. We're making sure that our guys are constantly in a weight room. Make sure our guys are conditioned, but it's all a mental aspect as well. We're going into these games. I told them since day one, we need to go into every game like it's going to be the best team we ever played. So
I love that.
When it really comes down to it, we're kind of manipulating their mind and it's putting them in a situation where we're always going to play the best team, no matter if they're not looking great on film. Yep. We're going to respect them like they're the best opponent we're going to play in a while.
Yeah, I love that.
Yep.
Now, who were some coaching influences for you personally when you were as a young kid, and then once you decided to get into coaching? Who were some influences that
really change your path?
I was gonna say this is kind of obvious, this being from Massachusetts a little bit, but Bill Belichick is definitely somebody that I look up to. But Nick Saban, that's watching, college football. I'm a defensive person. He's a defensive person. He coaches D-backs. I coach the D-backs, and just in the sense of his philosophies and how he coaches, I take a lot from him.
I love his commercials. He's all business in the commercials too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? There's no fooling around on the VRBO. So now a bye week, was that helpful for you as far as like maybe getting some guys some rest? I know maybe it was a little bit lighter schedule for a couple of days, but anybody take advantage of that? Maybe getting some guys healthy.
That's coming back from the bye week. A lot of the kids were telling me we needed that, and not having a bye week last year kind of saves us a lot. So it was definitely well needed, but I think it was perfectly placed in our schedule. 3 non-league, and now we have league play. We had to prepare before all league play. I think we're ready to go.
What's more important to you as a coach when you're looking at an athlete? Is it a character thing, or is it athleticism? Is it a little bit of both? What do you prefer, obviously, as a coach?
I think a lot of people will say athleticism, but character is very huge to me. I'll play a kid, if they're not the best athlete on the field, they don't have the right feet, but if they're willing to, battle with the guys in front of them and just consistently, be eager to learn more and more to develop themselves, that's the person I'd rather put on the football field than someone who, doesn't have the great attitude, but he's the best athlete on the field. I'm gonna go with the character guy.
I love that. And again, that's a Belichickism almost right there. You know what I mean? Because he played a lot of those character guys that were undersized, and they performed for him and certainly bought into it. Any analytics going into your game situations? Do you have like it's got to be 4th down and 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 that you're playing those numbers, or is it just kind of we'll see how the game situation is?
It's definitely game situation. We want to see what the defense is giving us. We want to see how they might play us, because we play 2 different offenses, so it's kind of hard for teams to prepare for us. So we want to see how they prepared, and then we kind of change up our scheme a little bit.
No one's prepared well yet. 125-14, guys, have put up some. We're gonna let you go, my friend. Always great to catch up with you, and best of luck. We look forward to spoiling homecoming and maybe running the tables here, baby, in league play. Dominate on Friday, will you?
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Hey,
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Whalers Nation, head coach Reese Everett. We'll see you on Friday evening under the lights as we look to take another victory and get number 4 here coming up against Falmouth.
Want to welcome you back to Falmouth as the boys continue their pregame warm-ups here. That was a great conversation with head coach Reese Everett. We've got some more of that, so we'll cue that up here later on in the game, or maybe keep a couple of snippets for later on in the season as well. For Falmouth, new head coach Mike Cloutier brings a wide-open style of offense that will look to senior Trishawn Days to make big plays with not only his arm but as legs as well. He can sling it with the best of them in the Cape and Islands, that's for sure. And despite 3 losses to open the season, the Clippers have scored at least 2 touchdowns in every game, so the Whalers will need another great effort from their defense. Malik Locke, Aiden McAuliffe will be 2 of Day's main targets. They are athletic with some size. Falmouth has had some trouble with turning the ball over, and defensively they have given up over 30 points in each of those games. I will say, however, that is asterisked by 3 very tough opponents. Durfee is a D1 school. Gloucester and Medway are both ranked in the top 5 in Division 5 and Division 6. So obviously the opponent schedule has certainly been a much tougher road for the Falmouth Clippers than for Nantucket. Number 23 is the ranking for the Clippers in Division 5. When I looked this up, they did just update the rankings this morning. I don't know exactly what the Clippers ended up with, though, and they are in D5. Despite not winning a game. So their schedule doesn't get much easier, obviously, as neither does Nantucket, as we have once again, the Cape and Islands are one of those leagues that just has high-quality football teams up and down its roster there. And number 9 is what the Nantucket ranking is. Or actually, number 13 is what they ended up today here, just a couple spots behind Barnstable, who is now in Division 3. They are at number 7. The Vineyard moved up to Division 5. They have a number 16 ranking. Nauset, also in Division 5, comes in at number 32. And in D5, DY is number 19. Sandwich, who we will see for our homecoming team, is number 25. They are both on the outside looking in. Obviously, the top 16 teams for football are the only ones that make it, and none of that 500 record or better. There's none of that. It's just top 16 teams make the postseason tournament. So we've got about 5.5 minutes left here in the pregame, so the stage is set for league play to kick off here for the 2025 football season as the Whalers will take on the Clippers. We'll take one more break here and come back with the coin toss, our national anthem, and it will be the homecoming game here for the Falmouth Clippers. So for all you folks tuning in from right here in Falmouth, happy to have you along here as we will definitely keep it here for halftime to include the announcement of the homecoming king and queen and any bands and cheerleaders and stuff like that that are playing as well. So we'll make sure that we represent the Falmouth faithful here as well. Great introduction to the facilities here. Got to tip our cap to the couple of gentlemen that helped us get our stuff in and out of here very easily. So thanks very much to the Falmouth crew here, and looking forward to some great football here this afternoon. Like I said, we'll be back right here on the NSC and NCTV. But before we go, if you feel like throwing us a like and subscribe on that YouTube page, did you like what you're looking at? Do us a favor, hit the like and subscribe, turn on those notifications, and we'll ring you when we go live. And also, we are on Instagram at Sports Connection, Facebook, and even the TikTok. That's right. We're also commandeering the Twitter account for the television station, so check it out on the x.com/OurNCTV. We'll be back with some football here on the NSC and NCTV coming up very shortly. Want to welcome you back to Falmouth here as we get all set up. As you can see, the Clippers have made their way onto the field. The Whalers continue their final warm-ups here, but we do have 12 minutes on the clock. You can see the referees are getting in position here to have our captains head to midfield as we get all set up for the Falmouth Clippers playing host to your Nantucket Whalers. Again, we are proud to be taking our show on the road here for football season. The first time NCTV has traveled in for the full season of football. We've got to thank our incredible business sponsors back on the island, and of course, the Nantucket Golf Club as our founding sponsor. I do want to point out the newest member of our NCTV family, Wicked Island Bakery, ran into Heather Woodbury and her daughter, who of course plays on the girls soccer team, Emma Woodbury. They were traveling off today, but got to give a huge shout out and set us up with a delicious breakfast/lunch. One of those hangovers. Charles and I, neither one of us had a hangover, but man, it was delish. I could see why they call it the hangover. And as you can see, the captains have made their way out to midfield here for the coin toss. We'll see if we can.
This afternoon's captains for the Whalers, number 4, Eli McIver.
It's McKeever, but that's all right.
David Gillian Tavares.
It's Gillen Tavares, but that's all right.
Number 6, Jeremy Jenkinson.
Hey, they got that one.
And number 11, Aaron Hanlon. Number 75, Andrew Lavin. Head coach, Reese Everett. Captains for your Falmouth Clippers. Number 1, Trayshawn Days.
And as you can see,
Number 13, Tyler Jaqualo.
Whalers won the toss and deferred as the final handshakes, and here comes
Number 54,
both teams onto the field. As you can see, the Whalers have those pink socks and pink towels, doing their duty as an athletic program representing breast cancer awareness. Great stuff. The cheerleaders, when they get on the field, they also are donned in pink for support of breast cancer awareness.
Head coach for the Clippers, Mike Cloutier.
And I will pronounce head coach's name now, Mike Cloutier, instead of Cloutier. My apologies. Falmouth also donned in some pink garb, as both teams understand that they represent more than just a game here. And the Falmouth Pep Band with the national anthem. Great stuff from the Falmouth Pep Band there. Great rendition as
Thank you to the Falmouth High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr.
Excuse me,
Andrew
Falmouth
Howley.
Marching Band, excuse me.
Assisted by Miss Rachel Payne, Mr. Robert Perry on percussion, Miss Rachel Payne with the color guard,
Again, the
and Mr. Daryl Morey.
homecoming game here for the Falmouth Clippers, so the Whalers looking to spoil the fun here a little bit, but
Miss Isla Brode.
great dance and festivities coming up tonight after the game for the Falmouth Clippers High School. Again, the Whalers won the toss and deferred, so it'll be Falmouth on offense to begin the game. Jake Clark, who has been unbelievable to kick it off. Whalers Nation, are you ready for some football?
The Whalers
Opening
kick off.
kickoff is upon us. League play is upon us, and we are underway. Big kickoff all the way off the hands of the Falmouth returner at the 10, out to the 20, and he is wrapped up right there at the 20.
23, Jasper Suarez. Wrapped up and tackled by number 6, Jeremy Jenkinson.
No surprise to see number 6 in on the special teams. He comes up with his first tackle of the game. We'll be calling his number all over the place. So again, the Whalers defensive unit certainly has been a difference maker, not only in holding teams to just 14 points in 3 games, but they have scored, they have made plays, they have turned the ball over, and again, that spread offense, 4 wideouts immediately for Falmouth as Days looks to take it ahead, bounces off to the right side, and not much. A yard, maybe 2 on the first play from scrimmage for Falmouth. We'll call it 2nd and 8.
On a 2-yard rush. 2nd and 8 for the Clippers on their own 20.
No huddle for the Clippers as they come out once again with 4 wideouts, 2 to each side. And Trayshawn Days with a single setback in the backfield with him. He fumbles the snap. down on the field, and that'll lose a yard, so that will qualify as a sack technically for Jeremy Jenkinson, who puts the tag down on the quarterback. Again, that's been one of those things. Turnovers are an absolute killer to a team, and nearly a turnover there as Trayshawn Day is unable to handle the snap. So it brings up 3rd and 9 here on the first drive from the Clippers side of things. 3 wideouts to the far side of the field. Day's back to pass. He gets pressure, deep pass up the middle, well overshot, and the Whalers were defending that well as Joao Silva, the safety, the closest to the ball, but it'll be a 3 and out for the Clippers. Good defense by Nantucket. Again, the home run ball on one-on-one coverage out there, but safety over the top as the throw was well beyond the receiver. And it'll be Silva staying in with Aaron Hanlon back deep to await the punt. And it'll be Days, number 1, back there to kick it away. Just underway. 66 degrees with a slight breeze. Kind of cross field, and a good kick here that will bounce at the 50 and down right there on the other side of the 50. Call it the 47, maybe the 48-yard line. 47-yard lines looks like where they'll spot us. So good field position to begin things for Nantucket. As I said, 66 degrees, absolutely beautiful day. Great ride over on the boat. The flag right now is pretty dead, but from where I am standing, which is a little bit higher than the field, there is a stiff breeze coming across the field, so it will affect things in the kicking game a little bit, but we'll see if Jake Clark is able to battle through it here as 4 wideouts for Burke Lombardi. He slings it quickly. He's got a man open. Ken Jenkinson at the 30, breaks the tackle, and he's going to go in for a Whalers touchdown on the first play. Whalers score on a quick hitter to Canton Jenkinson, and he blasts through a Clippers tackle and goes to the house. How you like that, Whalers Nation? Wow, Burke Lombardi picking up right where he left off. I guess the Whalers were ready. No cobwebs in their legs as Jake Clark attempts the point after attempt. Snap, good, kick up and good. 7-0 Whalers with 10:16 to go. Boom, baby. Gotta love it. Holy smokes, Canton Jenkinson caught the pass at about the 35-yard line and broke the tackle, and he was off and running for a Whalers score. That'll go for 53 yards on the first play from scrimmage. And of course, want to give a huge shout out back on the island to the folks watching us. I'm just hearing word. What's that? There's a football game on at Fairgrounds Restaurant? That's so shocking. Hello. Cheers to you guys back on the rock over at Pudley's Pub and Fairgrounds Restaurant. Bill Pooter, obviously always a huge supporter of Whalers Athletics and the NSC and NCTV. Thanks very much for tuning in, and what a start. It'll be Clark to kick it off. Again, he's now 17 of 18, and it is another boomer back to the 10-yard line. 15, out to the 20, 25, and cuts outside. This is a good return. Jake Clark, the last line of defense, and the Clippers with a big return out to the 47-yard line, and you're going to add on 15 for a late hit out of bounds. Right on in front of the Clippers sideline. It was Trayshawn Days with a move into the middle, and he was off and running very quickly. Looked like maybe a horse collar at the end of that play, so we'll see if they march that deeper into Whalers territory as the Clippers respond with a great kickoff. So as I, of course, jinxed our coverage team by mentioning them in the pregame show, they give up a big return and have a penalty on top of that. So the Clippers right away in business with the personal foul on the kickoff return.
Penalty on the kickoff, moving the Clippers up to the 25.
So 1st and 10, Trayshawn Days in business already at the Whalers 25, and Mike Cloutier with some mixed signals here coming out of
timeout on the field called by the Clippers.
The kickoff return. So we'll take a timeout here real quickly on the NSC and NCTV and bring you more coverage here in the first quarter. Whalers up 7-0. Days receives the snap and hands it off inside. Whalers are there, but good forward progress across the 20 to about the 19.
Max Peterkin.
That was
about 5 on the play.
Max Peterkin on the carry. He picks up 5 on first down, brings up 2nd and 5 from just
Whaler, 20-yard line.
Inside.
Clippers, 2nd and 5.
The Whalers' 20-yard line, so we'll call it inside the red zone. So, you know, the NFL red zone can now pick up the game because we're inside the red zone. 7-0 Whalers. Days with Peterkin in the backfield again. He gives him a quick pitch. Whalers are there. Nothing doing on that play. Maybe ahead for a half a yard, but Peterkin gobbled up on the outside. You are just not going to be able to run outside the tackles against this Whaler team. They are just too quick on the outside.
Clippers, 3rd and 4.
Between number 44, Russell Simpson, and number 6, Jeremy Jenkinson, they just do a great job of containing those corners. So 3rd down once again, give them 3rd and 4 here for the Clippers. Certainly well within 4-down territory for Mike Cloutier and the offense. Days maybe calling a little audible here as he gets a signal from the sideline. 2 wide outs to the near side. Again, a bad snap, ball's loose! Fumble recovered by Nantucket. Turnover Clippers. Let's have a look-see as again that snap just mishandled and it was nearly picked up by Peterkin, but the Whalers quickly dove down and got on top of the ball. So despite the great field position to start things off, the turnover bug once again bites the Clippers.
1st and 10 on their own 24-yard line.
And the Whalers take over on the turnover. And not much doing there as the Clippers interior actually tackle behind the line of scrimmage. That was Gillen Tavares.
Handoff to number 60, Patrick Valero.
Oh, I thought it was Gillen Tavares, but
Whalers 2nd and 10.
no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 upcoming for Burke Lombardi, who snaps back to pass again. He's got Jenkinson nearly intercepted by Falmouth, and a good return. Oh, nearly taking it to the house is number 9. That's defensive back Max Holman. It went just off the fingertips as Ken Jenkinson was wide open on that same play that they scored the touchdown on, but it went off the fingertips of Jenkinson. And Holman was able to gobble it up on a tip drill. So both teams with turnovers here in the first quarter.
Burridge with a short return down to the Whaler 22-yard line, Falmouth Clippers.
And once again, the Clippers are in business just outside that red zone at the Whalers' 22-yard line. Whalers lead 7-0, still 7:57 to play here in the first quarter. 3 wide outs to the far side of the field. Days all by himself in the backfield. It'll be a quarterback run, and not much doing, maybe 2 or 3 yards on
Number 1, Trayshawn Days on the quarterback keep.
The keeper. Now they mark it all the way out inside the 20 to about the 18. We'll say 3, maybe 4 yards, so bring up 2nd down and 6.
Clippers looking at a 2nd and 6.
Looking to even this thing up at 7 as the Whalers scored on their first play from scrimmage. Falmouth countered with a great kickoff return, then a turnover. Whalers turned it over on the second play on that drive, second drive. And here we are with the Clippers in business, 2nd and 4 inside the Whalers 20. Day's going to run it again. He's got a hole. Cuts it outside. Still on his feet. Trayshawn Days down inside the 10 to about the 2-yard line. 1st and goal. Great run, bobbing and weaving, yards after contact. Trayshawn Days, tough to bring down.
Inside the 5-yard line. Clippers, 1st and goal.
Give him 15 yards on the keeper. He has been do or die here as he's fumbled a couple times, came up with a great kickoff return and a great run right there. And he's all by his lonesome in the backfield once again. He'll keep it, looking to find a hole, and does so for a Clippers touchdown. 7-6 now the score.
Trayshawn Days on a 4-yard touchdown run.
And as you can hear the PA announcer, he is one of the co-captains and a senior for Mike Cloutier. So the Clippers take advantage of the Whalers' turnover and turn it into points. Looking to tie it up here at 7 with the point after touchdown attempt. Unless they're going to go for 2 here as Days comes into the huddle. So looking to take the lead here early on.
On the 3-yard line for the 2-point conversion attempt.
Days with a single setback in the backfield with him. And now all by his lonesome. He could keep this one. Looking to pass, throws it deep into the end zone, and incomplete. No good on the 2-point.
No good.
So the Whalers hold on to a 1-point lead here.
In our first quarter, Whalers 7, Clippers 6.
6:26 to play here in the first. So Trayshawn Day has been a difference maker all year, and he shows why. The 2-yard touchdown run brings the score to 7-6 as they take advantage of the Burke Lombardi interception. Again, the pass just off the fingertips of Canton Jenkinson, who was definitely open on the exact same play they scored on a 53-yard touchdown pass in their first drive. It was picked off by Max Holman, the sophomore defensive back, who had a nice return all the way down to the Whalers 22. And the Clippers convert on a 3rd and 4 as Trayshawn Days scampered all the way down inside the 10, and they punch it in from 2 yards out as once again Trayshawn Days gets his number called here as the place kicker. So he'll kick it off to Aaron Hanlon, Joao Silva. And it's going to go short of those guys, fumbled at the 25, and coming out to the outside, there's some room to run here, cutting it upfield to the 35 to the 40. Nice return by one of the up men there.
Drive kick by Days.
That was Joao Silva actually getting to it.
Number 9, Joao Silva, wrapped up and tackled by number 62, Kobe Matthews.
So the Whalers with good field position to begin their 3rd drive here on offense. They scored on 1 play, turned it over on 2 plays. Let's see if they can keep it more than a couple plays here.
40-yard line for the Whalers. 1st and 10.
Burke Lombardi with Gillen Tavares and that wing T offense, tight knit. It'll be a handoff. Inside run. Nice gain on 1st down. That's Eli McKeever. Give him about 7.
Handoff to number 4, Eli McKeever.
Ball rests
on the play out to the Whaler 46.
in between that 46-47 yard line, so we'll call it 2nd and 4, call it. Either way, a good gain on 1st down for McKeever. And here's Another handoff inside, first down yardage inside the 50. That's Aaron Hanlon with a good run as the Whalers keep it inside the tackles and move the sticks. 1st and 10 Whalers now at the Clipper 47. Aaron Hanlon with a good run. Again, showing that versatility, just hard to know which direction it's going to go, who's it going to go to, who's the next weapon. As the Whalers once again break the huddle quickly. Inside handoff to Gillen Tavares, and he's stuffed immediately. That was
inside handoff to number 5, Gillen Tavares. Stopped at the line, short gain. Whalers 2nd and 9.
Give Gillen Tavares about the line of scrimmage for that one. I'm going to say no gain, despite what the PA announcer said. 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 47-yard line. 4 wideouts now for Lombardi. He'll do a quick hitter outside, caught. Avoiding one tackler, breaking another. Nice yards after catch there. That's number 10, Tristan Grimes on the outside with a quick hitter. That's 8 yards on 2nd down. Brings up a manageable 3rd down and about 2, maybe 3. Ball rests on the 39-yard line of Falmouth as Grimes comes back to the sideline, limping just a little bit. 3rd and 2, certainly in 4-down territory for Nantucket as they sprint to the line here. Going to be Hanlon on the inside, and he is caught short of the 1st down. Maybe got a half yard, but it will be 4th down for the Whalers. They call it no gain, so call it 4th and a long 2 short 3 here. Huge opportunity for the Clippers defense to hold here and get the Whalers offense off the field. We'll see if maybe big number 5 gets the call here for Nantucket. Tight formation for Nantucket. Quickly break the huddle. It'll be Tavares ahead for 1st down yardage. Dives ahead to the 35-yard line of Falmouth. 1st and 10 Whalers. They convert on a 4th down play. Great job by the interior lineman of Nantucket, creating just enough room for Tavares to dive through for 1st down yardage. Clock down to just outside of 3 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter. 7-6, the Whalers with the lead. Whalers scoring on a 53-yard touchdown pass from Burke Lombardi to Canton Jenkinson. And he's back to pass again. Lombardi looking deep, got a man over the middle. Oh, just off the hands as the one-handed attempt by Grimes as he took a lick as well from the safety coming up from his deep position. So that'll be 2nd and 10.
Whalers, 2nd and 10.
And I got a hunch he's getting the, put 2 hands on the ball there, Mr. Grimes, instead of 1 hand. I know Tampa Bay had some fun with that, with Baker Mayfield. And it'll be another quick pass, wide open with space, but a good open field tackle.
Number 7, Lombardi, complete to his right to number 11.
Hanlon, that's a tough open field tackle, but the Clippers able to do so. Still about 5 yards for Hanlon as he was able to dive forward.
3rd and 6.
Maybe 3rd and 6 here as they spotted at the 31-yard line. Again, they've already gone for it on 4th down once. We'll see if the Whalers maybe try and run it here and pick up some positive yards and some more on 4th down. Motion in front. Lombardi rolling. Pressure. Tough pass. Great catch on the sidelines. Eli McKeever with a 1st down grab at the 21-yard line. Check it out on the replay. That's a great throw on the run. Some pressure coming from the outside, but Lombardi lines it up. And McKeever with a great grab gets the feet down in bounds. 1st and 10 Whalers now at the 21-yard line of Falmouth. In business just outside the red zone. Clock continuing to run with 1:45 to go. 2 wideouts Jenkinson and McKeever to the wide side of the field. Another quick hit to Hanlon. He's got some space to the outside, tries to pick up a block. And it should be maybe a block in the back, as I think Jenkinson got into a Falmouth player.
Lombardi to his right, completes
Couple of
Hanlon with a flag
yellow
play.
flags on the field will await the call, but it looked like Jenkinson was in the back of a Falmouth player there to try and spring Hanlon along the sidelines. So that'll cost the Whalers at least 10 and bring up first and 20. The block, fortunately for Nantucket, actually beyond the line of scrimmage, so it's a position penalty.
First and 20.
No, I stand corrected. First and 20. Should have went with my first inclination there. First and 20 for the Whalers at the Clipper 31-yard line. Don't have to get it all in one play, but here's Lombardi back to pass. Looks to swing it out. Tavares avoids one and barrels ahead for about 4. Nice job by Lombardi working through his receivers, and nobody was open. Just flipped it out to Gillen Tavares, and Tavares able to get some of that yardage, penalty yardage back. Second and about 17 now. 16, call it. Ball rests in between the 27 and 28. Final minute of play here in the first quarter. It has been an entertaining first quarter, that's for sure. Lombardi again to pass deep. Fade to the end zone. Oh, just out of reach.
Number 7, Lombardi, with a good throw down the right side, intended for number 10.
Tristan Grimes just maybe just beyond his reach, but man, looked like a good throw from here. It's hard to tell depth from the far side of the field, but that brings up third and long here for Nantucket. 3rd and 15. Again, ball on the 28-yard line. So again, you don't necessarily have to get all of it back here in one play, but got to think Whalers going for it here on 4th down. They've already converted 1 4th down on this drive. Just 32 seconds left here in the first quarter. 7-6, Whalers with the lead. Back to pass. Rolling out to his right, and now it'll be Lombardi on the run. That's going to be a horse collar. Where's the flag?
Number 7, Lombardi, rolls out to his right, wrapped up and tackled by number 62, Kobe Matthews.
Oh, that looked like a horse collar all the way. No laundry down, however. Good run by Lombardi, but man, he got taken down by the jersey, and it looked like a horse collar from our vantage point, but no flag, so that will in all likelihood do it here for the first quarter. The Whalers will flip the field here and face a 4th down and 13 when we come back. Whalers up 7-6 at the end of the first quarter.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs.
Underwriting support for this Whalers football broadcast on the NSC provided in part by Nantucket Bank and Rockland Trust, providing financial education and resources to local communities for over a century. Rockland Trust Bank, where each relationship matters.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
Whalers with 4th and 14. Back to pass is Lombardi. Hitch, pass up into the end zone. God! There's a flag down, however, could be a late hit. It's a catch for the Whalers. It'll be at least a first down, could be a touchdown.
Just before the end zone, we have a flag on the play.
So it'll be first and goal if the play stands, but it looks like it's coming back. Oh, another killer penalty on the Whalers. There was pressure on Lombardi. I could not see because he lofted the pass deep towards the end zone, and it was caught for a first down conversion. And the Stripes are discussing here. Let's see what the actual penalty is. First play, nearly some heroics here in the second quarter. We'll see if the play stands or maybe it's going to be offsetting. Maybe they rough the quarterback, and let's see what the white hat comes up with here. So it is offs. So it looks like the play will count. I honestly couldn't decipher exactly what the penalties were. There you go.
Completion down to the left end of the field will count.
So just roughing the passer.
Ball will be spotted on the Clipper.
So the play will count.
16-yard line.
Goes to the first and goal at the 1. The 15-yard penalty will bring the ball out to the 15-yard line. It'll still be first down for the Whalers. I think it was a retaliation after the initial penalty after the play, so the play counts. That's why the explanation was needed. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Whalers in business in the red zone.
Ball on the 16-yard line. Nantucket Whalers.
Ball rests on the 16-yard line. So again, a great pass from Burke Lombardi to Eli McKeever on the far side of the field. And it'll be Lombardi awaiting the referee to spot the ball here and get out of the way. And it'll be Whalers 1st and 10 in business as the drive continues. Lombardi rolls out, looks again, fires into the end zone. Oh, that is an ill-advised pass, interception, Falmouth. And they return it all the way out to the Whaler, to the 17-yard line.
Out to his right, throws a interception in the end zone. Return to the Clipper 15-yard line.
So after 2 4th down conversions, another interception by Lombardi.
With the interception.
Trey Cardoza, the senior, picks it off in the end zone for the Clippers, and they take over inside the 15-yard line with 11:41 to go here in the second quarter. That's one of those plays where, unfortunately, Lombardi probably should have just tossed it out of bounds and taken the next play, but he tried to make a play. Can't fault him for that, but that's one of those where you're just going to have to learn to throw it away. So Trayshawn Days takes it, and he'll try and get it himself, and he is caught behind the line. A tackle for loss for the Whalers defense as they respond, taking down Days at the 10-yard line, 5-yard loss.
Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage by number 74, Dakara Turner.
2nd and 14, call it for Falmouth.
Loss on the play. Clippers looking at a 2nd and 14.
So Days tried to do it with his legs once again, but the Whalers were key to that one. And they wrapped up Days behind the line for a TFL. It'll be 4 wideouts for Days on this one. He'll take it once again and look to run. He's got a good hole, gets the original line of scrimmage and a few more, so 3rd and long once again for
19-yard line, gain of about 6 on the
the Clippers. 3rd and call it 7. So another big play here for Nantucket's defense as they look to get the ball back and force a 3 and out. So Burke Lombardi, after a career day against Blackstone, has thrown a couple of picks here. He's also thrown a touchdown pass to Canton Jenkinson on the first play of the game for the Whalers. And here's 3rd and 7 for the Clippers offense. Oh, it looked like some motion. Here's a pass wide open in the middle of the field. Catch is made for 1st down yardage. Good tackle by Joao Silva, but he was too late. Trey Cardoza was wide open, and Joao Silva just a moment too late coming in from his safety position as the Whalers were in a little bit of a zone defense there on 3rd down. So it'll be 1st and 10, good completion.
35-yard line, 1st and 10.
16 yards on the reception for Trey Cardoza. And it's 1st and 10 Clippers at their own 35-yard line. 9:40 and counting here in the 2nd quarter. Whalers with a slim 1-point lead, 7-6. Days with 3 wideouts to the wide side of the field. He'll take it himself once again, finds a hole, breaks a tackle, and gets good yardage, about 8 on the carry for the senior.
Gain of 9 on the play.
Brings up a 2nd and 2. As Trayshawn Days doing with his legs and his arms, just as we talked about in the pregame show. And Days getting a little chat here for the play. As the sun begins to make its way down the horizon here, shadows getting a little bit longer here on the field. Days all by himself. He's got 4 wideouts to the far side of the field. And delay a game called on Falmouth, so that'll cost him 5 yards here on 2nd down. We'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Penalty against the Clippers, pushing them back 5 yards.
Just a little too lackadaisical coming out of that with no huddle and a little chat on the sideline, but the deep umpire calling delay of game. So 2nd and 7 here now as Days takes a step back and now facing some pressure, launches it up deep. Silva's back there for Nantucket, overshoots everyone on coverage.
Number 1, Days looking deep down.
That was Versailles Sweet. Great name, by the way. The intended receiver, but it was well over his head. And again, Joao Silva, the deep safety, the one closest to the ball. So 3rd and 7 once again. Whalers able to get to that 3rd down, but unable to stop in the last 3rd down. It was a great pass to Trey Cardoza. And once again, 3 wideouts to the far side of the field for Trayshawn Days. 1-on-1 down here with Eli McKeever. Motion in front of Days. He'll keep it. And unable to get around the corner as Jane. Oh, he does break a tackle, but it was number 99 there, Jane Nolasco on the edge. Mr. Nasty unable to wrap him up and throw him down, but he had a couple of friends. Russell Simpson coming over there, number 44, brings up 4th and about 4. So a huge play for both teams here on defense. It'll be basically a turnover here at inside midfield, and the Clippers looking to keep their drive going here with Trayshawn Days all by him lonesome here in the backfield. Whalers expecting a run. It's Days rolling out, and he throws it. Caught inside the 45 to the 40-yard line. Great play by Trayshawn Days, keeping the play alive. and he finds a receiver for first down yardage inside Whaler territory, and it'll be Coach Reese Everett calling timeout. We'll keep it here, however, as the Falmouth Clippers convert their own fourth down here and now find themselves on the Whalers side of the field. It has been a back and forth affair here as the Whalers found the end zone first on a 53-yard touchdown pass from Burke Lombardi to Canton Jenkinson. First play of the day for the Whalers. And then unfortunately they turned it right back over. Or I actually gave up a great kickoff return. And that evened things up, or got the Clippers on the board 7-6. The missed PAT, or missed 2-point conversion, keeping the Whalers ahead by 1. Couple of turnovers by the Whalers and 1 fumble by the Clippers. And the Clippers are in business once again with the first down at the Whalers' 40-yard line. As Trayshawn Days was able to get outside the tackles here. And here's an inside handoff, rumbling ahead for a couple of yards as the quarterback was Cam Domino there handing off. Peterkin rumbles ahead for about 3. So bring up 2nd and 7. As Trayshawn Days maybe just took a play off here. Nope, it is Domino in for a second play here, so we'll see if maybe Trayshawn Days just needs to catch his breath. He has done it all, to say the least. I can't pick him up on the Falmouth sideline, but it is Max Domino, and he'll take the handoff, and he is wrapped up behind the line, and a slew of Whalers back to the original line of scrimmage. So forward progress gives it a loss of 2, so 3rd down and 9 for the Clippers offense. As once again, it'll be number 6, Cam Domino, taking over. Maybe they'll talk it over here and give Trayshawn Days. We'll take a break here on this one and come back with a huge 3rd down for the Clippers. Whalers up 7-6, 6:02 to go here in the second quarter. You're watching Whalers Athletics on the NSC and NCTV.
In 1965, a group of dedicated Nantucket parents came together with one goal: to raise enough money to develop game film for the football team. The following season, the Whalers went undefeated. These parents became the very first class of the Nantucket Booster Club. Over time, Whaler pride has grown into something far more than just wins and losses on the scoreboard.
Once a Whaler, always a Whaler. 1, 2, 3, Whalers!
Una vez un Whaler, siempre un Whaler! ¡Vamos!
What binds us is Whaler pride. It has shaped our island and student athletes for generations.
Whaler pride isn't just a tradition, it's an identity. A legacy for families who choose to plant their roots here in this community all year round. It can bring generations of island families together, and for Wash Ashore children, it can transform an unfamiliar place into a new home. The Nantucket Booster Club is a vital link between our community and Whalers athletics. It helps provide our teams with gear, additional travel expenses, and much more.
Volunteering for the Booster Club, it's a blast. From the homecoming to the pig roast, and most importantly, Hank, our school mascot. We're here to create a fun and welcoming atmosphere. More than money, we need members. And part of this club, you are a member, not just a volunteer. We need to build our community bigger and better to help our student athletes prepare for the next chapter in their life.
Support our kids and Whaler pride by volunteering for the Booster Club. To learn more, please email the address on the screen.
Back to live action here after the timeout called by Falmouth. They have 1 left here in the first half. It will be Domino in at quarterback once again, 3rd and 9. They're going to be a reverse play here, and they've got this one set up. First down yardage, and driven out of bounds, but it'll be 1st and 10 for the Clippers inside the 20. Well-designed play on 3rd down. Joey Burridge.
Number 3, Joey Burridge. We have a flag on the play.
But there is a flag down that might have been a block in the back. Holding actually called on the offense. Huge penalty there called on the Clippers. Wow. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty, erasing a huge gain. A 19-yard scamper on the reverse.
To the 49-yard line of the Whalers, 3rd and 20.
So 3rd and 20 now. Man, 3rd down penalties are drive killers. We'll see what the Clippers can dial up here on offense, but not many 3rd and 20 plays in the high school playbook. So Day's back in, but he is in almost at a running back position here. It'll be Domino looking, tip pass intercepted by the Whalers! Russell Simpson with the tip drill after Jay Nolasco tipped it up in the air. Have a look-see here.
Domino with the tip pass picked off by the Whalers.
Great anticipation there, and if you can't get to the quarterback, they teach you to put the hands up, and
the Whalers will start 1st and 10 on the Clippers.
The Whalers able to get to it, and with 5:02 to go, they've got the ball inside the Clippers side of the field already. Lombardi with a handoff, cutting inside, and barreling ahead for a couple yards is Canton Jenkinson, who already has a touchdown on the day.
Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 for the Whalers.
4th turnover of the afternoon, 2 from each side. That was Cam Domino trying to throw it to Trayshawn Days, who was in at running back. And here's Lombardi inside to Hanlon. He's got some room, breaks the tackle, and loses the ball. Oh, luckily dives back on it. Great anticipation. And have a look-see as Hanlon broke it free and able to jump on it. And they give him enough for a 1st down yardage as well. Whalers fortunate there as they put the ball on the turf once again.
31-yard line, 1st down for the Whalers.
Clock continues to run under 4 minutes to play here now as the ball rests on the Clipper 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for Nantucket. It has been one exciting play after another here from Falmouth and Nantucket. Again, Hanlon, oh, not much going on there as somebody's helmet's down on the ground, as that'll be a tackle for loss. In addition to losing his helmet, Caden Domino able to get to the tackle.
Caden Domino.
Good effort. That's a tackle for loss for number 7. It'll be 2nd and 13 now for Burke Lombardi and the Whalers offense as they hang on to a slim 1-point lead here, 7-6, as we approach 3 minutes to play here in the 2nd quarter. Again, tight formation, Joao Silva out wide, Hanlon in front, or in motion. Quick pass and a completion. It's out of the backfield. Gillen Tavares up ahead to near 1st down yardage.
Lombardi rolls out to his right, completes it for 5.
Just short of that 1st down marker. So
tackled by number 1, Trayshawn Days.
12 yards on the reception to Gillen Tavares as Lombardi extended the play with his legs and able to find Gillen Tavares along the sidelines. 3rd and about 1 here for Nantucket, certainly well within 4-down territory. Tavares gets it up ahead, avoids one, blasts off another one, and still rumbling on his feet, inside the 15 to about the 12. Dragging Clipper defenders with him.
David Green, Tavares pushing the pile, good for a 1st down.
Gillen Tavares with a great run and carry there as he rumbled ahead for 1st down yardage, carrying a couple of purple jerseys, maroon jerseys. We save the purple for the vineyard. 1st and 10 Whalers, just outside that 10-yard line, so they can get a first down without scoring. Inside to Hanlon. He weaves his way down inside to about the 5.
Lombardi with an inside handoff to number 11, Hanlon. Strong gain on the play. Down to the Clippers, 6-yard line.
Give them about 6, actually. So 2nd and 4 for the Whalers offense as they look to capitalize on another turnover by the Clippers. As we are under 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Whalers break the huddle. Motion in front, it's Tavares. Cuts it up. Down to about the 1-yard line. Looks like the ball came down, but it was ruled down on the field. Have a look-see here. If he cut it up, and a couple of Clippers defenders, as he looked to extend the ball across the goal line, it hit the ground and was loose. So they give him a first down. So 1st and goal at the 2. So the Whalers can really use a lot of this clock here and leave nothing left here for the Clippers on offense here in the second quarter. 55 seconds and counting. Whalers break the huddle and sprint in. It'll be Lombardi pushing ahead, and let's see if the arms go up. They do. It's a Whalers touchdown. As you can see, it wasn't quite a push, but Lombardi able to push the pile himself across that goal line for 2 yards. And Nantucket now up 13-6, looking to add the point after. Okay, I stand corrected. Lombardi out to attempt a 2-point conversion here. That would make it a 9-point game. Wise move here by Coach Reese Everett. As the wind is increasing as well. Tavares avoids one, blasts ahead, and he's in, standing up for the 2-pointer. Have a look-see as Gillen Tavares was able to shift his feet just enough to the side and then blast it ahead for a couple yards and the 2-point conversion. So the Whalers now up 15-6. Wait, there was a flag on the play. Hold on. False start. So let's see if that changes Coach Everett's mind. As it does, Jay Clark will trot onto the field now to attempt the point after. So take the 2 points off the board. We'll see if that comes into play. The penalty on the 2-point conversion nullifies the 2 points. Clark to attempt the PAT to make it a 14-6 game. Good snap, kick is up and good. So Clark able to give the Whalers 1 extra point here. So that makes it a 14-6 game, which means the Clippers have to score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to tie. They cannot take the lead with 1 possession. So 47 seconds left for the Clippers offense. As we saw, Trayshawn Days did make his way back onto the field as a receiver right before the interception. So the Whalers able to convert on the Clippers turnover as Burke Lombardi rumbled it in from 2 yards out and gives the Whalers a 14-6 lead here from the turf field here at Falmouth High School. And it'll be Clark to kick it off to Trayshawn Days and a couple of friends of his standing at their own 20. Days backs up to about his own 15. The wind has shifted around. It's now coming from the left to right on your screen a little bit. As Clark sets it up on the tee. A beautiful evening here from Falmouth High School. Clark with an end-over-end kick. Caught at the 15 and fumble, kicked, but picked up and dove on at the 20. So 44 seconds left for the Clippers. They're going to have to go 80 yards, maybe 50 yards to get anything into field goal range. They are down 14-6 here as we are playing the final few plays here of the first half. Again, stay with us as we'll stay with some of the activities here at halftime as the Clippers will announce, Falmouth will announce their homecoming king and queen. Will in all likelihood have performances by both of the cheerleading squads as well. And then we will come back with some first half analysis and recaps. So it'll be Trayshawn Day's back in at quarterback now. 4 wide out, so the Whalers got to just keep it in front of them for 44 seconds here to take a 14-6 lead in at the half. Days looking deep, getting pressured, and he'll get sacked. The Whalers sack, and Falmouth can only stop it one time. Have a look-see. A couple of different Whalers back there.
Turner, number 99, Jay Nolasco, brought down for a loss of 2 on the play.
As you heard, Turner and Nolasco in there. Again, Jay Nolasco hasn't played yet this year, so nice to see number 99 back out there. Mr. Nasty, as we dubbed him last year.
On the play.
And illegal shift by it was one of the wide receivers on the far side, but that will be declined as the Whalers pick up the sack with 33 seconds to go. The clock will now begin to run, and Falmouth may just
ball spotted on the Clippers, 16-yard line, second.
Let it run as no sense of urgency from Mike Cloutier and the Falmouth offense here. Maybe the Whalers will make them run another play, but looks like we will be at the half here.
In our first half with a score of the Nantucket Whalers 14, Falmouth Clippers 6.
Great first half for Nantucket as they will take a 14-6 lead into halftime. Burke Lombardi to Canton Jenkinson got it going. They followed it up with a 2-yard run from Burke Lombardi, who overcame a couple of interceptions. The Clippers turned it over twice as well. And they will have some work to do here to get back in this game. It'll be the Whalers getting the kickoff to begin things in the second half. And I think we're just going to keep it right here as it looks like our cheerleaders are going to take the field here and do a quick performance. So Missy Perry and her crew. Oh, actually, it looks like they're going to have the homecoming announcements here first. So we'll keep it here for the homecoming announcements.
Please join us in congratulating the winners of this year's annual Homecoming Clipper Court. Every year, the faculty at Falmouth High School nominates deserving students to represent Falmouth High School as members of the Homecoming's Clipper Royalty. This year, we had over 90 nominees for all 4 classes. The winners are chosen by their peers and comprised of students who best exemplify loyalty and school spirit. Clipper Court winners are good role models, supportive of peers, and responsible students. We would like to take this time and congratulate this year's 2025 Homecoming Royalty winners. Winners will be acknowledged at tonight's football game during halftime, which is right now. For the freshman class, I would like to introduce Reed Jasinski and Haley Souza. For the sophomore class, William Frostholm, Gracie Luckraft, and Emiliana Pacheco. For the junior class, we have Emmett Howard and Hadley Harris. And for the senior class, two of my favorites, senior golf captain Travis Smith and senior woodshop captain Kobe Matthews. Congratulations again to the entire 2025 Homecoming Royalty. Next up for our halftime performance, we'll have performances from the cheerleaders. Stay tuned.
Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV over the past few years have done countless broadcasts that are both exciting and professional.
Shot, score! Jack Halleck!
I support NCTV's Nantucket Sports Connection because it's a great opportunity to reach island families, support students, and our local television station.
Ideas are these teeny tiny seeds that are planted in the subconscious of our minds. They come from everywhere, right? They come from books and songs and dreams, conversation. Maybe some seeds have been with you since you were a child and they've been waiting to be watered, right? To be grown to the light. And over the 15 years that I've worked in the television and motion picture industry, one mantra has stayed with me since the beginning. And that is that to photograph means to print light, right? And it's a process to print light. Filmmaking is a process. So let's just talk about that for like a minute.
First hoop, Simpson gathers for Nantucket. Francis over to Aguilar. He'll look for three. Got it! Huge shot from Cup.
Want to welcome you back to Falmouth High School. Here is the Nantucket Whalers cheerleading squad on the field. Enjoy, Nantucket. Nice toss. Great stuff from the Nantucket High School Whalers cheerleading squad. Great job here at the half. We'll take another break here on the NSC and NCTV. Still about 8.5 minutes before we kick it off here on in the second half. Whalers up 14-6. We'll be back.
Here's your NSC Whalers play of the game.
Down 1-0 against the St. John Paul Lions. Let's see if they can come back here in the second half. Whaler there to stop that kick. Sutton Lebrecht, the senior forward, gets it over to Chelsea Gross, the co-captain. Oh, look at that shot. We got a tie ball game, folks. We got a tie ball game out here at Novadear Farms Field from point blank range. Number 9, Maya Johnson. She missed her last shot just over the top bar, but not that time. Let's take a look at the replay from that one. Boom. Point blank range for Maya Johnson.
This NSC Play of the Game brought to you by Highline Cruises, providing Nantucket and the Islands high-speed ferry services for nearly 30 years. It's HighlineCruises.com. Here's your NSC Whalers Play of the Game.
It's 4th down and 4 here. Big play for the Beavers defense. They do go for it. He's rolling out, looking deep. Home run ball to Hanlon. Got it! Aaron Hanlon on 4th down for the first down.
An incredible pass by Lombardi on the run, finding Hanlon. Put it in the perfect spot and a great catch by Hanlon.
Great catch. What concentration by number 11. I think that pretty much cements his player of the game status for today. Unbelievable stuff from number 11, the senior, as you can see there. Oh, just great concentration on the ball and a huge play.
This Nantucket Sports Connection Play of the Game brought to you by Myrick.
Want to welcome you back to Falmouth High School here as the rock and roll band, the Falmouth Marching Band, doing their thing. Train from Ozzy Osbourne by the Falmouth Marching Band. Clark and Beckett and Theodora say hello to Melanie. She's hanging out here at the Falmouth football game. The Whalers head to the locker room with a 14-6 lead as they look to exercise some Falmouth demons here after losing. Little Nirvana being sung by the band here. Great stuff. So Trayshawn Days certainly has been a difference maker, but a little trickery by Mike Cloutier backfired as he had Trayshawn Days in at quarterback on a third down play. And it was Cam Domino trying to find him in the middle of the field. Pass was tipped and intercepted by the Whalers, which led to the second touchdown. The Whalers scored on their first play from scrimmage. A 53-yard pass from Burke Lombardi to number 3, Canton Jenkinson, who broke free and took it to the house. The Clippers were able to score their touchdown off of a great return from Trayshawn Days.
Falmouth High School Clipper marching band.
Got to give a hand to this band. They were great. Very entertaining for a high school band. Good stuff. The Clippers were able to capitalize off a great return, as I said, and Trayshawn Days took it in from a couple yards out to make it a 7-6 game as they missed on the 2-point conversion. The Whalers actually scored on their 2-point conversion attempt. A penalty nullified that score, so it was Jake Clark once again called upon to kick an extra point, this one from a little further back, and he had plenty of leg as he has converted 17 of 19 point after touchdown attempts. And it will also be Nantucket coming back out of halftime here. As you can see, the shadows are creeping upon the field here almost to that big F, and Clippers at midfield, so we'll see if that comes into play at all as the sun gets lower in the horizon. But it will be the Whalers and Burke Lombardi receiving the second half kickoff. So we'll take another quick break here and come back with the second half kickoff. Whalers up 14-6.
In 1965, a group of dedicated Nantucket parents came together with one goal: to raise enough money to develop game film for the football team. The following season, the Whalers went undefeated. These parents became the very first class of the Nantucket Booster Club. Over time, Whaler pride has grown into something far more than just wins and losses on the scoreboard.
Once a Whaler, always a Whaler. 1, 2, 3, Whalers!
Una vez un Whaler, siempre un Whaler! ¡Vamos!
What binds us is Whaler pride. It has shaped our island and student athletes for generations.
Whaler pride isn't just a tradition, it's an identity, a legacy for families who choose to plant their roots here in this community all year round. It can bring generations of island families together, and for Wash Ashore children, it can transform an unfamiliar place into a new home. The Nantucket Booster Club is a vital link between our community and Whalers athletics. It helps provide our teams with gear, additional travel expenses, and much more.
Volunteering for the Booster Club, it's a blast. From the homecoming to the pig roast, and most importantly, Hank, our school mascot. We're here to create a fun and welcoming atmosphere. More than money, we need members. And part of this club, you are a member, not just a volunteer. We need to build our community bigger and better to help our student athletes prepare for the next chapter in their life.
Support our kids and Whaler pride by volunteering for the Booster Club. please email the address on the screen.
Want to welcome you back to Falmouth here as the Clippers get set to kick off. It'll be Hanlon deep with Joao Silva. It's an onside kick attempt. Whalers keen to it. Wow, nice call by Mike Cloutier off the second half to try and some trickery here off the kickoff. It was well executed too, but the Whalers able to dive on it there. Lucky for Nantucket that they were ready to go against Coach Vaughn Machado. Had his guys on that front line ready for anything, and they will take over in good field position from their own 48.
Whalers, 1st and 10.
Lombardi back to pass. Looks over the middle, got a man, caught! First down yardage, flipped upside down. And 1st and 10 inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Let's have a look-see. Aaron Hanlon, no, number 9, Joao Silva with a great catch.
Down to the Clipper 34-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Whalers.
So one play and a first down as Lombardi completes it for 14 yards. Down to the Clipper 34, tight formation for Nantucket. Handoff inside, it's Canton Jenkinson wrestled to the ground, but not before he picks up about 5, maybe 6. Inside the 30 to about the 29.
Wrapped up by number 66, Colin North.
Jenkinson already with a touchdown on the evening. Lombardi, the other scorer for Nantucket, as he rumbled in from 2 yards out.
Whalers 2nd and 5 on the Clipper, 29.
Another tight formation, Joao Silva there out there. It'll be an inside handoff to Gillen Tavares, and he is wrapped up behind the line. All sorts of maroon jerseys in on that one.
Handoff to number 5, Gillen Tavares. Wrapped up for a loss.
Loss of about 3 on the play, brings up 3rd and 7.
Colin North, number 54, Dave Alessigan on the tackle.
Couple of Clippers in on that one.
Ball spotted on the Clipper, 32-yard line, 3rd and 7 for the Whalers.
Once again, Whalers with a huge 3rd down play. Inside to Hanlon, he's got some room, but quickly gobbled up. It won't be enough for a first down.
Gain on the play, wrapped up and tackled by senior captain, number 54. Dave
Offense will
Gillespie.
remain on the field here for another 4th down attempt.
Nantucket Whalers looking at a 4th and 4 on the Clipper.
4th down and 4.
28-yard line.
Ball rests on the Falmouth 28-yard line. Clock continuing to run as the Whalers looking to take their opening drive here in the second half for a score. It'll be Tavares. He's got first down yardage and more inside the 25 to about the 22. Move the sticks. First down. David Gillen Tavares right up the middle. 2 hands on the ball, and the big 210-pounder pounds it ahead for a Whalers first down. 14-6, the Whalers lead. 9:15 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Whalers look to move to 4-0 for the first time in 8 years. Here's a pass to the outside. Caught, turns to the outside, back inside, still on his feet. Nearing first down yardage, looks like Tristan Grimes. Let's have a look-see. It'll be Silva actually credited with the reception out there. Again, it is tough for us to see all the way out there with the sunshine right in our face. But a great job by our camera crew to capture it.
Be good for a Whaler first down.
1st and 10 from the Clipper 22. 11-yard line.
For the Whalers.
The original line of scrimmage was the 22, so an 11-yard pass play. A little quick out, and Silva was able to grab it and maneuver for a first down. Lombardi hands it off. Tavares Flag down, so it could be holding as the Whalers
Inside handoff to number 5, Glenn Tavares.
had a couple of guys on the ground there. But when the white hat throws the flag, that usually indicates a holding penalty on the offense. And it will be holding, so march it back on the Whalers offense here as the clock stops with 8 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. So it'll be 1st and 20 now.
That penalty will be against the Whalers, pushing them back to the Clipper 21-yard line. 1st and 20 for Nantucket.
So they can get a first down inside the 1 here once again, but they are now behind the sticks here, 1st and 20. Tight formation for the Whalers offense. Lombardi back to pass, has a man open in the end zone, Hanlon, Whalers, touchdown!
Whalers.
No, flag on the play late.
Number 7, Burke Lombardi complete in the end zone.
Looks like the play will stand, though. Something after the play, maybe something celebrating. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike, so to
on the play.
cost them, but the touchdown will stand. A 21-yard toss to Hanlon from Lombardi. It should be after the play. I'm pretty sure it was too much celebrating. So I think they're discussing whether the penalty will be on the point after or on the kickoff. Touchdown counts. And they're going to go for
touchdown for the Whalers will count.
they're going to go for 2 here to make it a 22-6. Hanlon on the reception from Burke Lombardi, an absolute beautiful pass.
7, Lombardi to number 11, Hanlon.
Hanlon was wide open in the end zone and able to squeeze it for a 21-yard touchdown toss. Lombardi to Hanlon. And they'll try for 2 here to extend that lead to 16 points, which makes it almost a 4 possession score. They have to get 2 touchdowns and 2-point conversions. Hanlon, good tackle and no 2-point conversion. That was a good open field tackle by the Clippers.
And the 2-point conversion attempt is no good.
So 20-6 is our score as the Whalers, first of all, make a great play to catch the kickoff. That was an onside attempt from Mike Cloutier's special teams, and they march it down the field 52 yards. It was Lombardi to Hanlon from 21 yards out for the touchdown. 2-point conversion no good with 8:02 to go here. The Clippers got some work to do as the Whalers do a Belichick and score, then get the kickoff and score again to extend the lead to 20-6. So they took the penalty here on the kickoff, which means Clark will kick off from his own 25-yard line instead of the 40. As you can see, once again, those shadows just creeping in on the field. The lights are not on yet, but they will be shortly, I'm sure. So with 8:02 to go, the Whalers extend the lead to 20-6. Trying to spoil the homecoming game here for Falmouth. Clark. Good boot. Got all of this one back to the 25-yard line. Whalers there 30. Great coverage. Oh, just a 10-yard return. Fantastic kick coverage by the Whalers there. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Wrapped up a tackle by number 60, Patrick Valero.
Patrick Valero with great hustle down the field to make a good open field tackle and a flag on the play. In addition, So the tackle was made at the 35-yard line. Another personal foul called on Nantucket after the play. Oh, 2 personal fouls, 1 on each side, so that nullifies each other. So things may be getting a little chippy down on the field as they offset personal fouls.
35-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Falmouth and Trayshawn Days as they find themselves down 14 now, 20-6. Motion in front, fumble, snap goes well beyond the play, and Days throws it out there, does not get to the line of scrimmage. However, that will be an intentional grounding. A great effort by Trayshawn Days to get to the ball. It went well over his head. But that's got to be a penalty. Did not get to the line of scrimmage. But I don't see a penalty flag. Incomplete pass as
Falmouth Clippers, 2nd and 10 on their own 35.
Wow, great effort by Days there. I thought for sure that was going to be a penalty, but no flag thrown. 2nd and 10. And a run to Days as Cam Domino once again in at quarterback number 6. So Cloutier pulling out all the stops here, trying to mix it up here for against a stout Whalers defense.
Loss of 2 on the play, Clippers, 3rd and 12.
That's a loss of 2. So 3rd and 12 quickly as the Whalers defense forced an incomplete pass and then a tackle for loss once again in the backfield. It'll be Domino once again as the Whalers come with pressure. Good time and pass overthrown. Had a man in the seam there. That was number 13, the intended receiver, Tyler Jaquello. Jaquello, the intended receiver, unable to catch up to it.
Number 13, Cardoza, correction, Jaquello.
So 4th and 12, and that forces another punt as Days has to go back to punt. It'll be Hanlon and Joao Silva back to receive for the Whalers as they force a 3-and-out. Good snap, kick is up, an end-over-end kick. That'll be fielded by Silva. He's got the outside, 45, breaks a tackle and dives ahead to about the 48-yard line. Looked like he might catch the corner there, but good field position once again for the Whalers offense.
Joao Silva out to the Whaler, 48-yard line.
So about an 8-9 yard return for Silva. Puts the Whalers in business with 6:43 to play here in the 3rd quarter, already up 20-6. They can make it a 3-score game here if they're able to punch it in. Tight wing tee, Hanlon. It'll be Tavares, puts his head down, not much doing there on the interior. Clippers have done a good job with Gillen Tavares for the most part. He's really only had one good run. He's had a great reception for a 1st down that extended the drive that Burke Lombardi ended up punching in from 2 yards out. So clock will run once again here, approaching 6 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Again, Whalers up 20-6. It'll be Hanlon trying to get outside, breaks free from one, dives ahead to about the 50, but not much doing there for Hanlon as he'll pick up 2. So bringing up 3rd and long for the Whalers offense. from the 50-yard line.
Gain of 4 on the play.
As you can see, McKeever coming in for Jenkinson, who gets a breather. Jeremy Jenkinson, number 6, and Lombardi trots back on with the play here. And a critical third down for the Falmouth defense for sure, looking to get the ball back here, down 2 scores. Whalers looking to go 4-0 for the first time since 2017. Lombardi back to pass, looking, firing, got a man, and it's Grimes. He's down the sideline, 20-15, spins inside the 10. First and goal, Whalers. Have a look-see, great pass, and Grimes able to spin just at the right time as the defender arrived just after the ball.
9-yard line.
A 44-yard play for the Whalers to Tristan Grimes. First and goal, ball just inside the 10. It's Silva out wide. It'll be Hanlon on the inside handoff. He's got room inside. Short of the goal line as he's pushed back after he reached the 4-yard line. Whalers looking to bust it open here with another touchdown. Already up 20-6.
Whalers, second and goal from the 4-yard line.
Oh, they actually say it was they're inside the 10, so second and goal from the 4-yard line. I stand corrected. Once again. Whalers break the huddle. Gillen Tavares, the lone setback. It'll be an inside hand, whistles before the play. Could be a false start. Has to be a false start. Oh no, offsides on the defense. So that'll move it half the distance to the goal. And remains second down. It'll be second down from the 2 now, second and goal for Nantucket. Let's see if they just stay with the same play here or whether something fresh comes in from the coaching staff as Burke Lombardi once again trots into the huddle. Whalers looking to put another touchdown up on the Clippers here. Already up 20-6. Quick run, and it's Tavares blasting ahead, and touchdown, Whalers!
Touchdown, Whalers. Number 5, David Gillen Tavares.
Gillen Tavares with his 8th touchdown on the season, and the Whalers go up 26-6. They will attempt the extra point to make it 27-6. They have turned a 14-6 game into a lopsided score here in the third quarter. Snap is up, kick is up. Oh, good pressure, but Clark hammers it home. Well up ahead above the oncoming defenders. We'll take a break here in the NSC and NCTV. Whalers in control here in the second half. 3:28 to go in the third. 27-6, the Whalers lead.
First hoop, Simpson gathers for Nantucket. Francis over to Aguilar. He'll look for 3. Got it! Huge shot from Cup.
Here's Clark with the kickoff here off the Whalers touchdown to make it 27-6 here from Falmouth. Another booming kickoff, this one back to the 6-yard line. Out to the 10, 15, breaks a tackle to the 20, and that's about it, maybe the 21-yard line. Again, good coverage by the Whalers. Great kick by Clark.
Strong kick by Clark down to the Clipper.
As the wind has died down here, Jake Clark put a ride into that one all the way down to the 15, and good coverage once again by the Whalers. It'll be 1st and 10 for Trayshawn Days and the Clippers. They're in desperate need of a score here to keep this thing within reach. with 3:22 to play here in the third.
In our third quarter, Falmouth Clippers, 1st and 10.
The Whalers defense once again flexing its muscles, forcing 3 turnovers. And the Whalers offense have converted on 2 drives here to begin the second half and busted this thing open. 4 wideouts for the Clippers. Days takes a step in and looks deep. He's launching. Whalers are there. Silva, tip ball. Nearly intercepted on the jump ball. That was almost a Hail Mary type play.
Intended for number 13, Tyler Jaquello.
Jaquello, the intended receiver, but the Whalers had that well defended. It almost actually tipped behind the defender, and there was another Clipper there. Nearly snagged it off the tip, but 2nd and 10 upcoming for the Clippers offense. Again, a long time with the play coming in here. They're going to have to hustle to get this one off in time. Clock stop with the incomplete pass. 3:12 to play here. Still 4 wideouts for Falmouth. Days going to run it this time, and he is stopped. That play worked for a couple times in the first half, but the Whalers are keen to it now. Big number 74.
Days on the quarterback keep with a short gain, wrapped up and tackled by number 75, Andrew Lavin.
Lavin also in on the tackle. Turner in on the tackle. 3rd and 10, no gain, maybe a yard on the play. 3rd 9, 3rd and 10, either way, it's getting to be desperation time here for the Clippers offense as they look to hang in this thing. Already down 21. They can ill afford a 3 and out here. Again, 3 wideouts here to the near side towards us. Single setback in the backfield with Trayshawn Days. He'll get the snap. Back to press. He's got pressure right away. Throws it. No one really except for a couple of white jerseys. Jenkinson and number 55, Keegan Bedell on coverage. Hanlon was in from his defensive back position to put pressure on Trayshawn Days right away. And it'll be another punt for number 1 and the Clippers offense as the Whalers will get great field position once again. Hanlon and Silva back deep for Nantucket. As long as they catch it here, they should have great field position, let alone any return. Clock stop with the incomplete pass. Oh, it's a fake punt, and nothing doing as Mike Cloutier tries to do some more trickery and catch the Whalers off guard. Coach Machado and his special teams on punt formation, keen to it, and the Whalers are deep inside Clipper territory to begin another drive here, their 3rd of the 3rd quarter, already up 27-6. They could put this thing almost out of hand if they're able to punch it in. 1st and 10 from just outside, or just inside the 25-yard line. Call it the 25-yard line of Falmouth. It's inside the 25-24. Nonetheless, Whalers 1st and 10 deep inside Clipper territory. Back to pass. Lombardi's got a man in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Whalers. They go for the jugular.
Touchdown, Whalers.
Wow. Have a look-see. Eli McKeever on the reception. They had a couple of guys open. Beautiful pass lofted in there by Lombardi from 25 yards out. Clark in to attempt the extra point, and the Whalers are pouring it on here in the 3rd quarter. 33-6 our score. Snap, good, kick up, blocked, no good. So just the 2nd missed point after touchdown for the Whalers. But the score stands at 33-6. Whalers once again have taken a close game here, and in the second half busted it open as Burke Lombardi throws his third touchdown pass of the game. Eli McKeever, the recipient, great athlete. Saw him as the catcher for the baseball team. Looking for great things from the baseball team this spring as well. As you can see, Coach Machado with his hands on his hips there, not real happy about that blocked point after touchdown. Never satisfied. Got to love that in a coach. Always searching for perfection, and he is the matriarch of the coaching staff. 2 minutes even on the clock here as the Whalers have scored 3 touchdowns here in the third quarter. Clark hammers one again, caught and fumbled at the 15, tried to get it across to the 20, nothing doing, maybe the 22-yard line. So again, great coverage off of a big booming kickoff.
Burridge and a short return. Falmouth Clippers will start 1st and 10 on their own 22.
Once again, the Clippers start deep in their own territory at their own 22, and they now find themselves down 33-6. It was a 14-6 game here at the half, and the Whalers have scored 3 touchdowns to break it open. And now those defensive linemen can just tee it up here and come after Trayshawn Days, as Coach Willett and the defensive coaches can just start making it real difficult here if you are just one-sided on offense, as Trayshawn Days is going to have to find some magic here for the Clippers offense.
Falmouth Clippers 1st and 10.
3 wide outs, Days hands it off. Room up the middle, nice run as Simpson finally tackles the ball carrier.
5, Max Peterkin. Strong rush.
Whalers
number 3.
probably going to give that one as 10 yards on the run for Peterkin. Again, Whalers got to be expecting pass here on defense as Falmouth down 27 points. But the run keeps them honest on defense at least. Days hands it off again. Oh, great tackle coming in. Aaron Hanlon. As a couple of dudes saying hello to themselves there on the ground. Great job by Aaron Hanlon. Almost looked like he was on a run blitz there, coming in from the outside to trip up the legs of Peterkin. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. As we approach a minute to play here in the third quarter. A third quarter that the Whalers have absolutely dominated. Three wide outs for the Clipper offense. 2 running backs back with Days. Another tricky snap. Pressure comes right away. Days throws it. Caught for 1st down yardage. Nice open field tackle, but not before number 12, Trey Cardoza, makes a great catch. 1st and 10 for the Clippers as the clock continues to run with 40 seconds to go here in the third.
45-yard line, 1st and 10.
Nice throw on the run from Trayshawn Days to move the sticks. We'll see if they get another playoff here in the third quarter. Again, the Whalers have put up 19 points here in the third quarter to take a 33-6 lead. They will get another playoff here. Cardoza sprints to the line. Ooh, looks like he didn't get set, but no flag. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. The Whalers have busted it open here and take a 33-6 lead into the fourth quarter. We'll take a break here on the NSC and NCTV and come back with fourth quarter action from Falmouth.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs.
Underwriting support for this Whalers football broadcast on the NSC provided in part by Nantucket Bank and Rockland Trust, providing financial education and resources to local communities for over a century. Rockland Trust Bank, where each relationship matters.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
Welcome back to Falmouth here. 2nd and 9 for the Clippers offense. Days back to pass. He faces pressure once again. He'll tuck it and run and get clobbered by number 74. Dakara Turner chases down Trayshawn Days as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Whalers up 33-6, looking to move to 4-0 for the first time since that 2017 season where they began 5-0, ended up 8-2. Days with a tighter formation here than we've seen. Single setback, Peterkin. He'll get it up the middle. Breaks free from one tackle, nearly spins out of another, moves the sticks for the Whalers, or for the Clippers. 1st and 10 at the Whaler 38. Nice run by number 5, Max Peterkin. The sophomore running back with some nifty moves, including a broken tackle and a spin move on that 8-yard run to set up the Clippers 1st and 10 at the Whalers 39. Days with 3 wideouts to the near side. He's looking that way. Deep throw upcoming. Whalers are back there. Silva jumps. Intercepted. Joao Silva. Whalers turn it over once again.
Deep throw from number 1, Trayshawn Days.
Is there a penalty flag down? Did I see that?
Incomplete.
Oh, they called it incomplete. Oh no. Looked like Silva came down with it. Hanlon irate, but
number 9, Joao Silva.
Oh,
at the highest point of the ball.
Tough call there, and lucky for Trayshawn Days and the Clipper offense. That ball was a little underthrown, hung up in the wind, and it was Joao Silva with a jump ball scenario and unable to land with it cleanly. So the Clippers with a 2nd and 10, fortunately. Now, once again, 3 wideouts to the near side. Day's going to run it, however. And he is clobbered in the middle, run over by Jeremy Jenkinson at the line. 3rd and 10. Jeremy Jenkinson, the senior, not fooled by the quarterback draw, and he will come up with a tackle, and Falmouth will call timeout here, setting up on the 3rd and 10. We'll stay here, however, as the Whalers enjoy a 33-6 lead. How you like it back there on the rock? I know we've got Fairgrounds Restaurant tuning in. Hopefully there's a slew of places coming in to watch this, which, if the score stands, will be the first time in 3 meetings that the Whalers will defeat the Clippers, including a 40-0 drubbing in 2022 right here in Falmouth. 9:58 to play as the Clippers will come out of the timeout facing a 3rd down and 10 at the Whalers 39. Again, got to think 4 downs no matter what here, as the Clippers need 4 scores. Trayshawn Days has
remaining in our 4th quarter. Falmouth Clippers 3rd and 11 on the Whaler 39-yard line.
done it all, but unfortunately it has not been enough. Motion in front of Days. He'll look for a quick pass, and Nantucket comes up with a good tackle to force a 4th down. Good play there. That was number 19.
Number 3, Joey Burridge.
Oh, it's Joey Bird, excuse me, number 3.
6 on the play, down to the Whaler 33-yard line, 4th and 4.
So 4th and 4 upcoming for the Clipper offense. Got to convert here if you're the Clippers. Tick-tock, tick-tock, clock continues to run as Days maneuvers a couple of players into place. 3 wideouts to the far side. He'll look that way and roll that way. Whalers are there. Trying to get it with his legs, lost it up into the end zone. Got a man, touchdown, Falmouth! They convert and score on a 4th down and 4.
Rolls out to his left, throws over everybody's head to number 3, Joey Burridge in the end zone.
Joey Burridge behind the defense. Keeps the Clippers in it as they will go for 2 here to make it a 33-14 game. Again, Trayshawn Days has done it all. The co-captain and senior extended the play and was able to toss a perfect pass as Burridge found his way behind the Whaler defense and caught it just in front of the goal line and able to fall in for the Clippers touchdown to make it 33-12. Clippers will look for a 2-point conversion to draw inch a little bit closer. Days rolling, looking, throwing, caught for the 2-point conversion. So
and the 2-point conversion is good.
The Falmouth offense does what they need to do to keep this a game. 33-14 with 8:59 to play. Still lots of time left. Whalers got to keep their heads in this. This thing is far from over. We are in the 4th quarter, but anything can happen quickly here as the Whalers scored 3 touchdowns in the 3rd quarter. The Clippers counter with a score here to make it 33-14. Again, we will be back home at Vito Capizzo Stadium next Friday under the lights as those Nauset Warriors come across the pond to face our Whalers. It'll be Days again. Got to think maybe an onside kick attempt here as they did to begin the second half.
Remaining in our 4th quarter. Trayshawn Days out to kick off.
It was a good attempt at. But the Whalers were able to recover and then started the onslaught in the 3rd quarter. And it will be an onside attempt. Good bounce. Falmouth's got it. Wow, what a great kick by Trayshawn Days as Falmouth picks up the onside kick. Joey Burridge, the touchdown receiver. I mean, a perfect bounce over the Whalers' head, and Burridge was there. Some discussion about whether they were onside or offsides, but nonetheless, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Clippers. Looks like Coach Everett will call a timeout. We'll also take a timeout as he's going to chat with his defense. 8:59 to go here in the 4th. 33-14, Clippers with the onside kick. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here on the NSC and NCTV.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs.
Underwriting support for this Whalers football broadcast on the NSC provided in part by Nantucket Bank and Rockland Trust, providing financial education and resources to local communities for over a century. Rockland Trust Bank, where each relationship matters.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
So the Clippers back on offense here as the onside kick works. 1 for 2 on the onside attempts. Let's see if they go deep here right away and try and catch the Whalers off guard. Motion in front. Days, quick pass, caught, and should be holding, no flag, but good gain on first down, about 9 yards. Joey Burridge once again in on it. He was the touchdown receiver and got the onside kick. So number 3, Joey Burridge, busy here. The junior has Days. 2nd and 2, back to pass, looking. Nearly intercepted. Hanlon had a hand on it as it was intended for number 13, Tyler Jaquello. Through his hands, through Hanlon's hands. And incomplete, so 3rd and about 2 for the Falmouth offense. Not sure why the clock isn't stopped. There you go. Incomplete pass, that should be 8-11 or 8-12 at least. As the clock ran. 8:15 on the clock.
Spotted on the Whaler 40, 3rd and 2 for the Clippers.
So 3rd and 2 for the Clippers here. Obviously 4 down territory, no matter where it is at this point. Down 33-14, 8:15 to go. Here's a run. Days keeps it looking. Fumble! It looked like it bounced right into his arms again. Wow. A punch. No, the Whalers did recover. Hanlon gets to it. Oh, I thought it bounced right in, but Aaron Hanlon with the fumble recovery as you checked it out on replay there. So the Whalers will take over as Trayshawn Days tried to make his way. The Whalers were able to get a punch out, and the ball found Aaron Hanlon. Yet another turnover forced by the Whalers. .8:03 to go. Handoff goes to Jenkinson. He sprints ahead and gets good yardage on first down across the 40 to about the 41.
Gain of about 4 on the play. Ball spotted at the Whaler 42-yard line, 2nd and 8.
They give him the 42, so 2nd down and 6, call it maybe 7. An absolutely gorgeous evening as the sun has officially gone under the horizon of the trees here surrounding the field. And Burke Lombardi in trouble. He will be sacked way back at the 33-yard line.
Tackled by number 7, Caden Domino.
Good play by the Clipper defense.
36-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and very long for Nantucket.
Loss of 6 on the play. Whalers 3rd and 12.
So Lombardi in that 3rd quarter was 5 for 5 with 115 yards passing and a couple touchdowns. He slings one out in broken up. Good play on defense there by number 12. That's Trey Cardoza on coverage.
Number 9, Joao Silva.
Got to give a shout out to David Creed watching us back home. He's keeping stats for us here. Good stuff. Of course, he is the Nantucket Current Sports guru.
Looking at a 4th and 12 on their own 36-yard line.
Thanks for tuning in and letting everybody know that we're coming to you live here on the road as the Whalers look to pick up win number 4. It'll be the first punt of the afternoon for Nantucket. Low snap, and they're going to have to eat it. Oh, nicely done to get it off. Oh, great job. And picked up and on the run is number 12. 2 wise plays there. Great play by the punter to get it off. And Trey Cardoza picks it up at the 45 and returns it 10 yards to the Whaler 45.
Whalers got the punt off. Rolling into Falmouth territory, picked up by number 12, Trey Cardoza.
So
and rushed back into
Creed just sent me, he's keeping some stats on Lombardi. So after that incomplete pass, 12 of 17, we'll call it, for 230 yards, 3 touchdowns through the air, 1 rushing touchdown, and a couple of interceptions. Again, he was 5 for 5 with 2 touchdowns in just that 3rd quarter alone. So you can see Canton Jenkinson out there holding the leg, but he's staying in the game because he's a gamer. 6:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. Whalers up 33-14. Falmouth with the ball on the Whalers side of thing after the punt. Days back to pass. Another big rush from Hanlon, and he sacks him. Aaron Hanlon on the blitz. And Days with no chance, tackled for a sack all the way back at the Whalers 49.
Back into their own territory.
Or the Clippers 49.
Falmouth looking at a 2nd and 18.
The 14 points, the most any team has scored against the Whalers, but this defense has been absolutely dominant, to say the least. Once again, they've controlled the line. They've kept Trayshawn Days relatively ineffective. And here he is back to pass again. He'll roll out, has a man wide open, and 6 Whalers are there converging on the ball as they get the original yardage back and a couple more, setting up 3rd and about 8.
Clippers looking at a 3rd and 9 at the Whaler 43-yard line.
Third and 9 for the Clippers offense. Trayshawn Days awaits the snap. He gets it. Simpson in on there. He evades, throws it, man open. Nice catch on the ground. Tyler Jaquello once again with a good catch. Down on his knees, they give him the reception, and the Clippers now operate in the no huddle. First down throw from Days. 24-yard line of Nantucket. Once again, Simpson in, and he evades it, and wisely, Days tosses it out of bounds for an incomplete pass, setting up 2nd down and 10. Clock stops with 4:28 to play here. Whalers still in complete control, 33-14 our score.
Number 1, Days, evading tacklers, throwing the ball out of bounds. Stopping the clock, 2nd and 10.
Things got started immediately for Nantucket. They took the first play from scrimmage to the house on a 53-yard pass play from Canton Jenkinson. Lombardi's tossed 3 touchdowns this afternoon, rushed for another. He's had a huge play to Tristan Grimes for 44 yards. 21-yard touchdown pass to Eli McKeever. Here's Days back to pass. Once again, Simpson in there. Throw into the end zone. Tipped. Intercepted. The catch is made for the touchback.
Number 1, Tristan Days with a strong throw into the end zone.
Eli McKeever.
Picked off by number 4, Eli McKeever.
I just said he had a 21-yard touchdown pass. Well, he had a 24-yard pass. Interception this time.
Direction, 1st and 10 on our own 25.
So the ball will come out to the 20-yard line. As the Whalers have 4:18 to play here to notch win number 4. A turnover-prone game here for sure, as both teams have given it away. Here's an inside handoff. And still on his feet is Hanlon, I believe, but not much doing there.
Inside handoff to number 11, Aaron Hanlon. Gain of about 2 on the play.
It has been a full team effort here for Nantucket to come up with what is seemingly insurmountable lead here of 19 points with just 4 minutes to play. Just a couple yards on the Hanlon run, 2nd and 8. It'll be McKeever around the edge. He's got space. 25-yard line flag comes in, however, that'll stop the clock and probably move the Whalers back on a holding penalty. Clock stops with 3:43 to play here.
Penalty will be against the Whalers.
Once again, a huge thank you to the Falmouth crew here, doing a great job, not only covering their own sports, but allowing us to come in here and take over a whole bunch of space inside their press box. And hopefully the Falmouth faithful enjoyed the halftime festivities. Great show by the cheerleaders and the marching band. And we caught the homecoming court announcements. And of course the dance for the Falmouth High School upcoming right after the game here. So hopefully everyone has a great time, enjoys the weekend. It'll be 2nd and about 15, 14 call it. As the handoff goes inside, Tavares gobbled up. It'll be another tackle behind the line of scrimmage for the Falmouth defense.
Tavares wrapped up and tackled by number 13, Tyler DiQuello.
Loss of about 1 on the play brings up 3rd down, as I believe Falmouth calls their 2nd timeout of the 2nd half here with 3:14. We'll take a timeout here on the NSC and NCTV. Come back with the remainder of the 4th quarter. You're watching Whalers Athletics on the NSC and NCTV.
Along the far side, advancing in, stays with it. Here's a crossing pass, tackle made. Myers dives on it, great play. She makes an advance on the defender. Gross still keeps it, looking across, does so. LeBrecht there with the header, shot, score! Stick-to-itiveness by the Whalers! Here's LeBrecht, inside, shot. Oh, just off the mark, kept in play. Shot, scores!
Woodbury stays with it and able to ward a couple of defenders off, and she finds the net for Nantucket. Shot. Save made by Myers. What an effort by Matt Myers.
I want to welcome you back to live action here. 3rd and 15 for the Whalers.
3rd and 15.
Lombardi back to pass. It'll be a quick hit to Silva. He gets a good blocker on the edge and makes it to the edge of the 25, and that will be enough. Oh, it's very close to first down yardage. They'll mark him just short.
Just short of the first down. Ball will be spotted on the Whaler 29-yard line. 4th and 1.
Silva almost broke free as he caught the quick pass and got a great block on the outside. But it'll bring up 4th and 1, and it looks like the Whalers will maybe do a little pooch punt here or a quick kick as Lombardi trots into the huddle with the clock running, 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Quickly sprints to the line, 4th and 2. Lombardi will go for it, and he looks like he got it. They'll see where they mark it. They'll stop the clock, and the first down by the
Lombardi on the quarterback keep.
Referee.
Nantucket, first down.
And that, in all likelihood, should do it. As the clock continues to run, but the Whalers can use up a bunch of time here with 3 runs. So since there's no one else here to vote on the player of the game, I have all the pressure of picking a player of the game. It's got to be Burke Lombardi this week. He did all the work. 4 touchdowns credited to the sophomore quarterback. Here's McKeever on a good run. He gets flipped upside down and keeps trotting as the Whalers get to strut their stuff here a little bit as they will move to 4-0 on the season. Clippers will unfortunately drop to 0-4 under new head coach Mike Cloutier. But once again, the Whalers defense stout. The offense did enough and got big plays all around, including a first play from scrimmage touchdown from Canton Jenkinson on the receiving end, 53 yards, got things rolling. And another inside handoff to McKeever. He breaks another tackle across the 50. Looking for the exclamation point. He'll have first down yardage at the Clipper 42. And the Whalers can just kneel it here for the final minute as Jasper Soares comes in for Gillen Tavares. Again, want to extend a thank you to the Falmouth crew here, welcoming us with open arms and allowing us to bring yet another Whalers victory back to the Rock here as it's victory formation for Nantucket. Oh, they actually hand it off. Oh, and actually Lombardi dives on it and unable to get there, so a fumble. Oy. Literally the last thing the Whalers needed to do right there.
Ball on the ball.
So in 28 seconds, it won't be the final couple of plays as yet another turnover.
With 28 seconds remaining in our contest, I would like to wish all the people from Nantucket safe travels home. Thank you for coming to the mainland.
And we'll give out one more thank you back on the Rock to Heather Woodbury and her crew over at Wicken Island Bakery. Got us fed this morning with a couple of those big egg sandwiches with the bacon and the sausage. Why not? Because you can. The hangover. And got us all wired up with some great coffee. And they are one of our newest family members of the NCTV sports program with a sponsorship as the Clippers hand it off here. The final 20 seconds will click off the clock, or tick off the clock, and the Whalers will move to 4-0 on the season. It's going to be a joyous ride back home, Whalers Nation, as Nantucket will win here in Falmouth for the first time in many, many years and move to 4-0 for the first time since 2017. Falmouth High School have a great homecoming. Nantucket Your Whalers are coming home undefeated at 4-0. The final here, 33-14. We'll be back with our final thoughts on the NSC and NCTV.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit myricklaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs.
Underwriting support for this Whalers football broadcast on the NSC provided in part by Nantucket Bank and Rockland Trust, providing financial education and resources to local communities for over a century. Rockland Trust Bank, where each relationship matters.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
Want to welcome you back to Falmouth here for our final thoughts. The Whalers with a big victory to move to 4-0, 33-14 the final. Burke Lombardi once again had a fantastic game, tossing 3 touchdowns and running for another, accounting for 4 of the 5 touchdowns for Nantucket. Gillen Tavares also with another touchdown, his 8th already here in 2025. The Whalers begin the league play with a victory. They'll be back home next week against Nauset, and then they will take on DY back off island. Of course, we will travel and be with Nantucket wherever they may go, but they are well on their way to a very special season under second-year head coach Reese Everett. It's going to be a fun boat ride home. Once again, want to thank the Falmouth crew here for welcoming us in. We're going to sign off here. Again, thank very much to DC Collins for making the trek over with us, Weston Scott on the camera, up top our student operator, and of course Charles Douglas, who does all the work behind the scenes, makes us look cool, makes everything run, and does just a yeoman's job to make our sports happen here on the NSC and NCTV. For all of us here at NCTV and the NSC, I am Chris Morris. We're going to sign off here. A joyous ride home, Nantucket Whalers. You're victorious here as we spoil the Falmouth homecoming. The final score, 33-14. Whalers move to 4-0. Have a great weekend, Whalers Nation.